Hello everyone, I came across something that I'm surprised more people aren't talking about, so I wanted to make a TikTok about it. You know how tech companies are always trying to reinvent something? Well, now there is a company trying to do it with cars. It's known as Slate. They're pitching this whole modular car concept. At first, it sounds very innovative and futuristic, but I have some personal thoughts on it. So here's the total pitch. You buy a car and over time you can swap out parts, upgrade features, and basically customize it to however you want, kind of like a video game. You can add new tech, new modules, new looks, new parts, just plug and play. Honestly, it sounds pretty awesome. Who wouldn't want a car that you can upgrade over time instead of it becoming outdated and something you no longer feel like driving? But I think it's worth stepping back and looking at the bigger picture because this kind of idea isn't entirely new. Do you guys remember the Google Project era? That was a smartphone version of this idea. It was a fully modular phone where you could swap out the camera, battery, processor, you name it. It was supposed to make your phones last longer, be more sustainable, and very customizable. And guess what? There's a high chance you don't know what I'm talking about because it never made it to the market. The whole thing kind of fell apart because it is a lot harder than it sounds. So if a modular phone couldn't make it work, it kind of makes you wonder, can a modular car company really pull it off? Let's break it down to some of the biggest challenges that I think that this company is going to face, and this is just my personal assessment. I'm still going to do more research after this video comes out. Number one, quality and safety. First of all, we're not talking about a smartphone part here like a battery or a processor. This is a car. Every single part needs to work and be absolutely reliable, safe, and very durable because this is life and death level technology. Every model needs to fit in perfectly, work seamlessly, and needs to meet strict safety standards. That's a way bigger challenge than snapping on a camera onto your phone or a new battery. Number two, manufacturing problems and delays. Traditional car companies already have pretty complex factories. Now imagine you have to build cars that can handle all kinds of interchangeable parts, keep track of all the different parts and suppliers' inventory, and still make it affordable and efficient. That sounds like a different level of logistical nightmares. Can Slate really scale this and compete with big car companies? And how long would it take to roll out some of these customers' vehicles? A week, a month, 6 months, a year? That's one of my biggest concerns with this company. Number three, sustainability in question. They're also selling the idea that this is a more sustainable practice, which sounds great in theory. You replace a set of parts instead of buying a whole new car, but that only works if parts stay compatible for years and years. If parts become obsolete or can't be used with newer models, you're basically just creating a different kind of waste. So the sustainability angle is a little more complicated than it sounds. Number four, do people actually even want this? Another big question is whether consumers actually want modular cars. I mean, we're more used to customizing our phones, our computers, our laptops, but cars, most people just buy a car and keep it pretty much stock for years. There are safety regulations you need to look out for, insurance issue, resale value, all kinds of stuff that make cars a little bit more trickier compared to your phone or your laptop. Is there also a big enough market for people who want to constantly upgrade and swap the parts of their vehicle? Now, number five, is this the real deal? Is this actually solving a real problem or is it mostly hype? Modular tech has been hyped up before and it usually struggles once reality kicks in. If Slate doesn't have major breakthroughs in technology, production, material position, it might end up sounding like a cool idea that just isn't practical as it sounds, and maybe even more of a headache for consumer and production-based markets. So yeah, in conclusion, Slate's company's idea is quite bold, and I love seeing companies try to push boundaries like this and be innovative. But if we're being honest, there is a long road ahead. The concept is quite exciting, but we've seen how hard modular tech can fall. If they can actually pull this off, it would be huge. But for now, I am going to stay a little bit skeptical. Slate, if you see this video, you guys should send me a free car to try out. Anyways, I'd love to know what you guys think about this modular car concept in the future. Do you think it's just another case of tech companies overpromising, or do you think this actually has some promise to it?